What's up, beautiful people? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name's Rita and this is Fancy Financials. All right, guys, so today's video, I'm going to be budgeting out my daily cash categories as well as my sinking funds for our January 13th, 2022 paycheck. This is our first paycheck of the new year, so I'm super excited. And yeah, I'm just excited to get things flowing for 2022. All right, guys, so I know you guys are used to seeing my purple budget book, and I still am using that. But for today's video, I wanted to use the Budget Mom breakdowns. So this is the cash envelope breakdown, and I just have two of them. This one I'm going to use for my daily cash categories, the ones that are in my wallet. And then also for this one, I pre-wrote all of my sinking fund categories minus my savings challenges. And I will be doing this with you guys every time I get paid. This is more so just focusing on the amount of money that I have left over after I pay all of my bills. And I really want to just start focusing on what that number is versus what my overall income is. That's one of my goals for 2022, is just making sure that regardless of my income, I am still sticking to budgeting, because you can make $500 a week and be an amazing budgeter, or you can make $5,000 a week and be horrible at budgeting and managing your money. So again, instead of focusing on the overall income amount, whatever amount is left over after we pay all of our bills will be our starting point. So for today, that number is, let's see, do I want to write it on here? I'll just write it up here, but typically maybe I'll just put it on the screen. So that starting number for today's video is $1,360. So again, after we paid all of our obligations from our paycheck, that is the amount that we have left over to work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that up on the calculator. That way we know what we need to subtract from. So I'm gonna go ahead and just write down all of my daily cash categories. So starting out with grocery. And then from there we have household. After household, we have our pets, our fur babies. I also have a spend envelope, or like a free miscellaneous category. Then we also have gas. And then we have our bless someone. So I'm just gonna write bless for now. Okay, all right, I'm gonna write the paycheck date up here just so I don't forget, because I'm gonna be putting all of these in a binder. I actually am really tempted to go ahead and purchase the Budget Mom Bind It version, because even though I have my Erin Condren, I faithfully use these worksheets every single time I get paid. I usually use them as my draft, and then I will make my pretty version in my Erin Condren. But like, these are so functional. Like, I would love to just have them bind in a book from January through December and be able to look back on that. I think that's awesome. So yeah, I am thinking about getting that. I also saw that there are a few other budget planners that are emerging on the market from some fellow cash stuffers. So I'm definitely gonna be checking out everybody's and seeing which one I might want to grab. Okay, so I already pre-wrote all of my sinking funds. So let's just go ahead and start off with these categories. So for groceries, this pay period, we are gonna go ahead and give ourselves $350. And the reason that we're doing that is because I've just slowly been upping it. We did $330 last time and we barely made it. So I'm gonna bump it up to $350 and we're gonna see how we do this week. All right, so then for household, we always just give $25. That's our standard. For pets, we do a standard $25 as well. For our spend or miscellaneous category, I give myself $40. For gas, all right, so this is gonna knock you guys off your feet. Gas, I've been giving for the last couple of months $120. However, this weekend, my family is traveling to Virginia Beach because my daughter has a track meet in Virginia. We're going down there with her whole track team. We're all staying in a hotel. So it takes about 5 hours and some change for us to get down to Virginia Beach, and we are driving. So the way that the math worked out, when I looked at it, it looks like I will need 2 tanks of gas exactly, like 1 down and 1 back. Just to be on the safe side, I'm thinking about 2.5 tanks. So being that my tank right now is still mostly full, I'm thinking to just double everything. So I'll do the 120 that I typically would do, and then I'm gonna add another 120 as well. So that's 240 in gas. I would definitely update you guys and let you know how that goes. And then bless someone, we always give a standard $5. All right, so once we add everything up, that leaves us with $695 that we can put towards our sinking fund. Before we go ahead and break this amount down, I'm just gonna go ahead and mark off the denominations that I want when I go to the bank. So I'll go ahead and speed up this portion. So here is the breakdown for my daily cash envelopes. You can see I just broke down the denominations that I want, and then I will move this information here to my teller cash breakdown slip, which I will take with me when I go to the bank. All right, so now we are gonna focus on our sinking funds, and we know we have $695 to work with. So first and foremost, we have my 3 children, and I always give them a standard amount of $25. Our savings, which is also our emergency fund, that's gonna get $25 as well. So 2, 25, 50, 75, 100. Okay, so then we have our car payment. Now our car payment, the amount that I need to put towards the cash I already have in my sinking fund is $275. For beauty, we are gonna give ourselves $50 for beauty. For myself and my hubby's envelopes, we're gonna give $10 a piece. So that's 50, 60, 70. All right, so I wrote family twice, so I'm just gonna cross off one of these. But for the first family, we're gonna go ahead and give ourselves $5. All right, we are not going to be stuffing outings. YouTube, we are not stuffing. Debt, we are not stuffing. For vacation, we're gonna put $110 towards vacation. Like I said, we're going to Virginia Beach. Then for medical, we're gonna do $5. For everything school related, we're gonna do $5 as well. Then we have our birthdays, and that is actually my son Christopher, my 4-year-old. He's going to be turning 5 on January 22nd. So if you guys remember, just think of him. He's the big 5. But I'm gonna go ahead and put $90 towards that amount. So that's another 100 we need to subtract. So that leaves $40. And let's do 5 in holidays. We'll do 5 in swag. So that's 10. And that leaves us $30 left over. Excuse me, my voice is going. I realized that I did not write gifts on here, which is another category. So I'm just gonna put that where I had accidentally put family twice. I'm gonna put gifts, and we're also giving gifts $5. So that leaves us with $25, and I'm just gonna put that down here in our oops, I did it again, which is our extra rollover money that we can pull from if we go over and spending in one of our other categories in our daily cash wallet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and break out the denominations that I want for our sinking funds, and then I will come back. Guys, so I realized that I made a mistake somewhere when I was subtracting the daily cash totals from our starting amount. So we had $1,360 minus the $685 that this totals. That actually leaves us with $675. And I think I based this off of $695. So I'm just gonna go ahead and subtract these amounts from $675 to make sure that we have enough, and if not, we'll adjust. All right, guys, so it actually worked out perfectly minus this $25 in Oops, I did it again. So we just won't have any money to pull from for this paycheck. So we'll just have to pay extra attention to make sure that we don't go over in our budgeting categories. All right, so I'm glad that I figured out that little mishap, because it always sucks when you plan out your sinking funds and then you don't have enough cash or vice versa. So again, I'm glad that I figured that out. All right, guys, so here is my breakdown in case you want to pause and just take a quick peek into how I decided to break down my money. But this and how I decided to break down my money, I'm just going to calculate this bottom line just to make sure that it does add up to the $675. So we have 55 plus 50 plus $320 plus $250 equals $675. All right, guys, so with that, we have budgeted out not only our daily cash envelopes, but also our sinking fund envelopes. Now, if you're interested in seeing me actually stuff that cash, then definitely look out for my January paycheck #1 cash stuffing video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.